A stacked UFC 263 card goes down this Saturday with 2 titles on the line as Israel Adesanya puts his middleweight belt on the line against Marvin Vettori, while in the co-main event, Deiveson Figueiredo will try to defend his flyweight belt against Brandon Moreno. UFC 263 also sees the return of Nate Diaz versus top contender Leon Edwards, and you can watch it go down live by ordering UFC 263 pay-per-view, which will be exclusively available on ESPN+. So don't wait, sign up for ESPN Plus by clicking the link in the description and order UFC 263 pay-per-view today.
I'm going with the Italian Dream. Nothing to do with my heritage. I like Vettori. And the reason I like it, he fully believes he won that first fight. He is not afraid. I mean, his fight with Jack Hermanson was a fucking great fight. He knows how to deal. He almost had him out in the very beginning, and he made sure he did not waste all his energy trying to get him out of there. And he still made it through that 5 rounds, and he did it.
And Jack is so good.
Jack's very well-rounded, and he's dangerous standing up on the floor. I feel it's going to be a 4th round stoppage, most likely ground and pound.
Over him, okay.
Yeah, 4th round stoppage by Marvin Vettori. I feel he's durable enough to have to weather some strikes to get a hold of the champ of Israel. But also, I feel he could hurt him upstairs too. So when Israel's worried about the takedowns, I feel Marvin does come in with power. I mean, the guy's got such belief. He truly feels it's his destiny. I know people throw that out around a lot, but he's got something in his eyes that has it's more than determination. It's more than just being a half of a psychopath. He has such a belief in himself and the skill set. I feel he's going to be the new champion.
And show up, show off, and show out. That's it. That's what I want to do. Show up, show off, and show out. And really just display like I did last time. In the first 2 rounds, even a little bit in the 3rd round with this guy, I showed off different styles. I hit the matrix, and then came back with an uppercut and cracked him in the face. He couldn't touch me. He couldn't see me. So, yeah, this time I go 5 rounds to show up, show off, and show out.
Nate's a tough, durable guy, and he cannot be finished and this and that. But you cannot take as much punishment as he does without having wear and tear, And he's gonna pay a price one day. And I feel this is a fight where he's gonna pay a price, and I'm looking forward to it. And I know Dana came out. I seen an interview yesterday saying, the winner of this get next title shot after Kobe or something. He said. So let's see. I'm focusing on Diaz at the moment. I go out there. I do what I need to do. Then we'll go to Dana and see what he's got to say.
If any of the fighters, to all the fighters out there saying anything about me, if it's not positive, then shut the up and you. That's what I think about you, and that's how my whole career has gone and been. And if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all, because that's how I work anyway. If I don't got nothing nice to say, I keep my predictions and all that to myself. Because all those guys that are saying about me losing are they're not themselves.
What do you think, Terrence?
Let's go.
what I love to do. I love this sport. I love to feel this adrenaline, and I'm ready. I'm still training every day and still sharp. So I want to say thank you for everyone who sends some message to me of support, and thank you very much. I'm here, I'm still here to do what I love to do and bring a great show for you guys. Thank you.
USADA came to see me this morning, and I just want to say that the people that came to see me were just a breath of fresh air, man. They were so kind and just so grateful for no reason, and it was just nice. Started my day off great. So thanks, USADA.
Stay tuned. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie for sure. Get ready to make my fucking history, break the record. I always wanted to box my whole life. Never did it. I always wanted to box. I told you, Valentine. I told you, dog. And I put that in there too, the vacation braids. But yeah. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and it's crazy how things happen. I started doing MMA in 2005 because I was like, man, I'm too old to just box, man. I was 23 years old, out of college wrestling, so I did MMA. I'm like, I can wrestle and punch. So Showtime, appreciate you guys, everybody that made it possible. I mean, this wasn't an easy thing to do, so they went crazy the last month or so, 2 months, trying to put it together, and we got it done. So me being quiet has been not hard because I don't run my mouth a lot. This is new school kids that just everything. I just do. So I'm about to do some work August 29th. Make sure y'all slide through. I'll let y'all know where the fight's gonna be as soon. We're still figuring that out. Obviously on pay-per-view, show up, show out, and we're gonna break some records. I'm gonna break a motherfucking jaw while I'm at it. So.
Obviously, a big one, the biggest one being Tyron Woodley fighting Jake Paul in boxing. What is your thoughts on that, being a Hall of Famer?
Big?
Huh?
That's big.
To me, he's my friend, so it's a big thing. And the thing is like, Jake Paul's fighting a real guy. Tyron's been here. He's hit mitts. The guy can punch. He can strike. You know what I mean? He's a wrestler, but he can strike.
I agree. Tyron Woodley has punching power, and obviously he's put a lot of dudes to sleep in his career. Tyron Woodley doesn't look like, the Tyron Woodley of the past that was putting everybody to sleep. He hasn't won a fight in 3 years. He's going to be 40 years old, But I will give it to him. He's at least stepping in there with a guy who can punch.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine. I mean, the guy hasn't been tested yet, so hats off to Jake Paul for taking the fight. I mean, that's a hell of a big step. We're going from Ben Askren to Tyron Woodley, so hats off to him for doing that. But the funny thing is Jake Paul's actually the favorite on all the betting sites too.
Yeah, because it has to do with Woodley's age and his, he hasn't won a fight in 3 years.
Yeah, and he hasn't fought he hasn't not only fought a boxer, he hasn't fought a guy that trains in boxing yet. It's unbelievable. He's had 3 fights, and he's such a big name, and he's never fought somebody that actually even just trains in boxing. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, and trust me, the stuff that I think that will, whatever, on this one is going to be the Woodley shit. Yeah. I said Woodley's 40 and hasn't won a fight in 3 years. Who's calling me first on that one? fucking Woodley.
What's your prediction on the fight, though? I mean, I know it's boxing rules, and I know Woodley's a wrestler, but he can punch. I mean, the guy can strike. I mean, Jake Paul hasn't fought a guy who can throw punches and move and have the ring experience Woodley has, and Woodley's been knocked out one time in his entire career at 4-ounce gloves. So it's different than Askren. Askren's been running from punches. Woodley's been engaging. So what's your prediction on that fight?
You tell me when the last time you saw Woodley look like Woodley.
But it doesn't matter. He's fighting Jake Paul. That's a big difference. He was fighting the best. Dana, you had him fighting Usman. You had him fighting Colby. You had him fighting Gilbert. Name 3 other guys tougher than that in the welterweight division.
True. You're right.
So that's a big difference, right? So what's your prediction of the fight? Give me that. At least give me that. Jake Paul versus Woodley.
Well, I'd have to go with Woodley by knockout.
Yeah, I think so too.
Listen, man, Woodley should knock him out. But again, the Tyron Woodley you talk about that was the champ isn't the same fucking guy he was, 4 years ago.
Well, I'm hoping Tyron does. He's my boy, and he needs to stop this guy. This guy is annoying the shit out of me.
And trust me, the stuff that I think that will, whatever, on this one is going to be the Woodley shit. Yeah. I said Woodley's 40 and hasn't won a fight in 3 years. You know who's calling me first on that one? Fucking Woodley.
I knew this call was coming.
Blatantly racist.
You too. Bye-bye.